Abraham's story begins in the ancient city of Ur, a prosperous but idolatrous land where people worshipped many gods, yet amidst the noise of pagan rituals and earthly ambition, Abraham heard a different voice, a voice that pierced through the confusion, a divine call that beckoned him to leave everything behind. "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you," God said, offering no map, no itinerary, just a promise: "I will make you into a great nation, I will bless you, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." At 75 years old, Abraham believed. With Sarai his wife, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions, he left behind the comfort of familiarity to follow a God he had only begun to know. Through deserts, hills, and valleys, he journeyed to Canaan, building altars and worshipping wherever God appeared, learning to trust not in land or livestock, but in the God who promised. Yet, the land was not empty, it was already inhabited. Famine struck. Abraham fled to Egypt, faltering in fear and lying that Sarai was his sister, yet God protected them despite the misstep. Back in Canaan, after Abraham and Lot separated peacefully, God reiterated his promise, this time with more detail: "Look to the north and south, east and west. All the land you see I will give to you and your offspring forever." Still childless and aging, Abraham questioned, "Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless?" God took him outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars, so shall your offspring be." And Abraham believed the Lord, and it was credited to him as righteousness. Time passed, promises lingered, and Sarai, desperate for a child, gave Hagar, her Egyptian servant, to Abraham. Hagar bore Ishmael, and tension filled the household, but God assured Abraham that Ishmael would be blessed, yet the covenant would come through a son born of Sarah. When Abraham was 99, God appeared again, renewing the covenant, commanding circumcision, and changing their names to Abraham and Sarah, father and mother of many. Sarah laughed when she heard she'd bear a child in her old age, but God declared, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Isaac was born a year later, laughter turned from disbelief to joy, and Abraham held the child of promise in his arms. Yet the ultimate test of faith came when God commanded, "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and offer him as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Early the next morning, without hesitation or protest, Abraham saddled his donkey, took Isaac and 2 servants, and set out. For 3 days they traveled, silence hanging heavy, Isaac unaware. "The fire and wood are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb?" Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb." Upon reaching Mount Moriah, Abraham built the altar, arranged the wood, bound Isaac, and raised the knife. At the last moment, the angel of the Lord called out, "Abraham, do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know you fear God." Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught in the thicket. God had indeed provided.